Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm just going to relax, do some makeup. I've already started, that's why I look kind of insane. I just want to do some makeup and kind of chat to you about what's going on in my life because it's a lot. I don't know if anyone would have noticed, but my upload schedule was kind of screwed up there for a little bit and probably will continue to be like that just due to a lot of life changes and stuff. And I finally felt comfortable enough to sit in front of a camera and do some makeup and chat a little bit. So just a disclaimer, this video might not be super entertaining and it might not be super positive, and if that's not your thing, that's totally fine. You can just click out. I understand. I kind of want my channel to be, you know, like a positive place for people to, you know, unwind and just kind of zone out while they watch. But unfortunately, life is not always sunshine and rainbows, so yeah, I'm just going to talk about some stuff that I've been through recently. It's nothing crazy, like it's not anything, you know, that is going to make people cry, but it might make me cry. Anyway, so I've already started with this eye. I don't know why I decided to start filming halfway through one eye. That probably wasn't very smart of me, but I'm just gonna finish up this eye and then I can explain to you what I did when I do the other eye. So what's been going on recently is I have been struggling a lot with mental health. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the ColourPop Zodiac palette in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I'm not doing anything crazy today, but I just kind of wanted to, you know, make myself feel a bit better. Also, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but there's tons of kids outside. I live right across the street from a school and they're currently having recess, but I didn't want that to stop me from filming because I've had enough distractions, so I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna film. It's also really, really windy out today. It almost feels like it's October. That's like the kind of weather it is, and it's really annoying because we haven't really had much of a spring here where I am. I don't know if I'm in love with this look that I'm doing. I'm kind of regretting my lid color choice, but oh well, I'll probably just take it off anyways, let's be honest. So the first color I'm just dipping into is this one here called the Libra, and I'm just dipping into that with a Morphe E27 as a transition shade. So yeah, the reason I've been struggling with mental health is because, what day is it today? Tuesday. I guess exactly 2 weeks ago, my cat died. Not Fred, for those of you who know Fred. Thank goodness he's fine, don't worry. But my parents' cat, I consider her my cat still because I've had her, or my parents have had her since I was 6 years old, and I'm 24 now. So I don't really know life without her. It's hard to remember a time where she wasn't around. And at first we thought she had a stroke, but it turns out, well, it's not confirmed because we didn't do any testing or anything, but the vet thinks that it was actually brain cancer. And then I'm just going to go in with this brown shade here called the Taurus with a Sigma E25 blending brush. But yeah, the vet just thought that it was, you know, brain cancer that had kind of intruded into a vital part of her brain, and that's when we started noticing, you know, symptoms. And that's when, you know, things just went downhill. She couldn't get up, she couldn't move. And I just remember, like, this image of her in my head is really haunting me, and she couldn't move, and she's lying on the floor, but her head, she couldn't stop moving her head, and it just kept going back and forth, and that image haunts me. Like, it was the most heartbreaking thing, and it was really hard to watch. It was short-lived. That happened around 6 in the morning, 5:30, 6 in the morning, and we had her put down first thing, so at 9 she was gone. So I mean, that's what I kind of try to tell myself to get through it, was just that, you know, she wasn't suffering for very long. She was almost 19, so she had a fantastic life. Oh, and I'm just going into the Virgo now, and I'm taking this on a Morphe Y18, and I'm just gonna put it on my outer corner. So yeah, that was pretty upsetting to watch. I was very sad for a little bit, and I came home back to my apartment where my boyfriend and I live, and I was home visiting my parents, and I'm really thankful that I was, because I got to say goodbye to her and everything. But I came back, I did the 5-hour drive back to my apartment, and I got really sick. I mean, not really sick, that's a bit dramatic, but I did get sick. I got a cold, which was super annoying, so that wiped me out for like couple days at least. And then as soon as I was starting to feel better, last Tuesday morning, I had a panic attack, and I haven't had one of those in quite some time. It's been about a year, so I was doing pretty well, and it just kind of seemed to come out of nowhere because I don't have a lot of stressors that I'm aware of, and clearly there's something beneath the surface that's bugging me, and my therapist and I are trying to figure out what exactly that is. But there were a few days there where I couldn't sleep, or no, I slept fine. I couldn't eat. I kind of do that when I get really anxious. I just won't eat, and it's really bad. And because it just makes things worse, you know. And then I'm going into this shade here called the Leo. And yeah, so I just went through a really hard time with my anxiety after that. We are moving in a couple weeks, I guess. It's really coming up. I haven't really started packing that much, if I'm being honest. We're moving, and I don't really deal with change well. And then on top of that, I just graduate. Well, not technically, I didn't really graduate, but I finished my classes. So I don't really have anything that I need to do for the first time in like 6 years, and I just don't think that I dealt with that very well. I'm just grabbing a little bit on my finger too, because it doesn't apply quite as nicely with a brush, a dry brush anyways. So yeah, I didn't think that, you know, anything was really bothering me, but my panic attack clearly stated otherwise. And also my parents went on vacation, and I'm very, very attached to my parents. So they're currently in the Dominican Republic having a grand old time. And my biggest fear in the entire world is something happening to them. So that could also have something to do with it, you know. Not too sure the exact cause, still working that out. I need to work things out because every time something changes in my life, I resort to this state of panic. Like, moving is stressful, I understand that, but like, you shouldn't be having a panic attack over it every single time you move. That's not really realistic. I mean, you could go through a panic attack every time you move, but like, I don't want that for myself, you know? I'm just going in with some Kat Von D tattoo liner. But yeah, I don't want that for myself. I don't want to, you know, freak out every time a change happens. And this change is just part of life. It's not, you know, a negative change. It's something that I decided because we wanted to move. Ryan and I wanted to get out of this apartment and into something bigger and get out of the downtown area, because we were both kind of raised more in a country setting, and that's what we like. So I guess my point is, like, this is a change that I decided, and it's a change that is going to be beneficial for me and that I'm going to enjoy. But I just can't help but have this feeling that, you know, I'm making a mistake and I'm really gonna miss this place, and it makes me sad. And then I kind of do this thing where I try to repress any negative emotions that I have, and I just try to push it down, and then it comes back as anxiety, and you know, that's not good either. And a lot of the times I don't know that I'm doing it. I don't know in my conscious mind that I feel this way. So for me, I feel like the panic comes out of nowhere, but it's really not out of nowhere, you know what I mean? I don't really know if I'm making any sense at this point, but I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I've been really, really liking this lately. Oh, actually, I have a new primer to try. Let's see, where is it? It's the Hourglass one. So many of my followers had recommended this to me, and I figured I would give it a try. So I got like a mini version just to see if I like it. It's the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I'll be honest, I didn't love the feeling of it on my hand, but so many of you guys rave about it, so I'm like, well, I'll try it out. Because I've said in a couple videos that I've been looking to, what's the word? Expand my knowledge in the Hourglass area. I don't think that was like very good choice of words, but so yeah, for the last week I've just been trying to figure out my anxiety, you know, trying to calm myself down. I've done some CBD and it's helped, but I don't think I have the right concentration yet, if that makes sense. I have a capsule right now that my best friend gave to me actually, and it's mostly, no, I think it's very low concentration of both CBD and THC, and it works, but it makes me really, really tired. So I think what I'm gonna do is go for something with lower THC and even more CBD, even though they're really expensive. I don't like really smoke it or anything, just because, oh, if you guys aren't aware, the THC and the CBD, they're the molecules of cannabis. So now I'm going in with my foundation. But yeah, I don't smoke or anything, so I really just want kind of the capsules. I tried to vape, but it's just not my thing, I don't think. A lot of you guys have said that CBD has really helped you with your mental health, and I think, you know, there's a lot of importance to that. I think if anything's gonna help me at this point, it might be that. I am on medication, I am in therapy, and I just don't know what else I can really do, you know? Like, I'm currently reading a self-help book that's about like changing your thought process. I think it's called cognitive therapy. And so my therapist, and I don't know why my voice is so shaky, it kind of sounds like I'm about to cry. I'm not, I'm okay for now. But yeah, my therapist and I were just trying to work through that book together and, you know, get to the root of why I feel like I'm in danger all the time. I am scared of literally everything. It's kind of ridiculous. My mom is the same way. She's very timid and she's scared of a lot too, but I'm scared of things that, you know, like she'll be scared of like animals, big animals, for example. So she'll just avoid big animals because, you know, it's not like that happens in everyday life, but I'm scared of things that happen in everyday life, you know, like going to get a job and shit like that. So I don't know if that really makes sense. That's how she's been able to get away with, you know, not doing things that scare her, is because what scares her you don't face very often, versus what scares me is, you know, things that I'm gonna have to encounter every day if I want to live a normal life. Sorry, my memory card was full, so I had to change that out, and then I just kind of finished the rest of my face off camera because it's pretty boring. I just used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I don't like this quite as much as I like the foundation, but it's still good. It doesn't wear as much as I'd like it to, but I'm probably just gonna take this off anyways. And then I just set with my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I was going to do something fun on the lower lash line, but now I kind of just want to stick to neutrals. I kind of forgot where I was at. I don't remember what I was talking about really, so you'll have to forgive me. Oh yeah, I think I was about to say, like, once I'm in the situations that I get scared of, like being, you know, with people at a new job and stuff like that, you know, I'm okay. But it's like before and after, like the anticipation, it just really gets to me for the first little bit. So I don't want to have to deal with that every single time I, you know, am involved in a new situation, or else I'll never grow, and I don't want that for myself. So I'm on the road to figuring it out, and it's a hard road, I'm not gonna lie, but we will get there eventually. I'm just taking the Taurus and I'm just gonna smudge that on my lower lash line. So yeah, in order to, you know, start to heal, I just have been doing a lot of yoga and, you know, taking care of myself, trying to at least. I've been, you know, just doing things to keep my mind off things instead of, you know, sitting in bed all day and crying about a problem that I should be really grateful for. And I just have a lot of emotions, I think, too, that I'm not really sharing with anyone, and I think it all just kind of built up and bubbled up because I don't want to share my emotions with people, because I don't want people to think that, especially my parents, I don't want them to worry about me or, you know, have different opinions about me based on what I'm feeling, even though, because in my rational mind, I know my feelings don't really make sense, but I'm still feeling them regardless. I'm just gonna take, actually, I'm gonna take my Kat Von D Cake Pencil in the shade Whiteout, and I'm just gonna line the lower lash, or waterline with this. I just, for example, a feeling that I do have that I don't really talk to anybody about is I feel a lot of guilt because I don't feel like I should be in the position that I am. I think that there are tons of people who deserve to, you know, be more successful in life than I have. I just got really freaking lucky with some awesome parents and who support me in literally anything I want to do. I can't talk and put mascara on, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. Be right back. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I feel like I have a mullet. It's just my, you know, short hairs at the back. I don't have a mullet. It's definitely not a cute look for me. But yeah, I feel a lot of guilt because, you know, I just graduated or just finished my courses. And it's like, yeah, I have a degree now, okay, but my parents helped me financially the entire time throughout that degree. I didn't have to work. I'm just going in with my Fenty Beauty Into Sun bronzer. I didn't have to work. I didn't really have to pay for anything. And, you know, I'm watching other people and even friends, and they don't have that same luxury, and things are so much harder for them. And I'm like sitting here like, holy shit, why do I have such bad anxiety, and why am I so upset? And I feel guilty for, you know, being anxious because I'm so blessed, and I feel like I haven't even accomplished that much in my life because everything is given to me. And, you know, that's not any, you know, shade towards my parents. Like, I couldn't be more grateful. I've never had to work that hard for anything, you know? And does that stop me from working hard? No, but like a lot of the times I'll just, you know, like I just get things. Like you know, I have my own car. And is it my car? No, it's my dad's. I just drive it because I can, you know? So I feel like I haven't really done that much. And for myself, I haven't accomplished that much. And it makes me feel really guilty because so many people don't have that. And I don't want to express that to my parents because, you know, like, what's the first thing they're gonna think is like, oh, you ungrateful little bitch, you know what I mean? I'm just taking this Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amore, and I'm gonna just use this on a blush brush. This is a Morphe Y1. But yeah, I just feel, and even when it comes time for me to buy a house, my parents have money saved up for me so that I have an easier time on a down payment. And it's just, it's too much. It's like, what did I do to deserve this? I didn't do anything. And I don't know why that makes me feel so inferior. I guess it just makes my accomplishments feel less valid, if that makes sense. That's really hard for me to deal with lately, and I don't want to express that to anybody, so I'm expressing it to the world on the internet. So I feel like I have a lot of negative emotions about myself in that regard. Just feeling really inferior, and I've also been pretty lonely because, you know, everyone's out at their jobs and I don't have one yet, and you know, I just wrote my last exam like not even a month ago, so I know I'm being hard on myself, but can't help it, that's just who I am. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Vanilla Quartz. I really love this color, it's so beautiful. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm so blessed and I'm so appreciative for everything, but I guess it does just make me feel like I didn't earn things. I worked so hard for this degree. Like, this degree almost took me out a couple times actually, and just like with my mental health and stuff like that. But I know people who have it way harder. I know that doesn't make my experience less valid, but it still feels like it, and I still have a lot of guilt, not just in that regard, but in other regards. I was just using, you know, that as an example. I actually really liked this one. I used it last time by Flower. I'll probably go for this. This is the Flower Beauty Matte Lipstick in Naked Blush. It's just like a light, I don't even know, like a light peach, kind of. Where's my voice going? But yeah, my followers have been so incredibly supportive because I haven't been posting as much. Oh no. Note to self, don't talk while putting on lipstick. I haven't been posting as much just because I've been dealing with myself, and that's been really hard. Ryan's been crazy supportive as well. I don't know what I would do without him. He is my angel. And so many of my followers had amazing suggestions on what to do to try and soothe myself, because that's one thing I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at providing comfort for myself, and really bad at self-soothing, because I just want someone to take care of me when I'm in that state. And you know, someone's not always going to be there to take care of you. For example, right now my parents are on vacation. Where is my voice going? Like, my parents being on vacation, they're not just gonna ruin their vacation just to come take care of me when I'm nervous, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to learn to take care of myself, and I think I've done an okay job this time, but there's definitely room for improvement. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe lip gloss in the shade Kiss Kiss. It's like a peachy coral. It has like a gold shift to it too. I think this is from their bronze, like summer goals collection, something like that. I just thought it would go with the eyes because it kind of pulls a bit gold, you know? I really like this gloss actually. It's very pretty. My lips are super chapped right now. Just because I haven't really been wearing lip balm, because I am still learning about self-care, and lip balm is not yet in my regimen. I don't know how my hair is gonna, oh dear, it's not really a good look. All right, well, this is what we're working with, so should I just like maybe do like a half down thing? I've been really into scrunchies lately. My hairdresser told me that I should use them more because she saw some breakage in my hair from my hair ties, and so yeah, I've been trying scrunchies, and they're so much more comfortable than just a regular hair tie, and they're so much cuter too, I think. I don't know why I've taken so long to get onto this scrunchie train, but I have, so now I'm on board. All right, I think this is about as good as it's gonna get without using heat, so that's the thing with short hair. It is less maintenance, but like, unless, you know, you maintain it that little bit, it's probably gonna look like trash. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and for listening to me ramble. I'm not sure when this is going up. I'm probably going to be a little bit off schedule for a little while, so thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you next time. Bye!